Hi my loves, welcome back to my channel. If you are a returning subscriber, if you are new, hi, hello, how are you? I'm Jasmine and welcome back to my channel. This is definitely a different video. As you can see, you can only see my hands today, and that is because I'm doing something new on my channel, and this is going to be my 2025 reading journal, which I'm super duper excited about because this took me a long time to finish, but hopefully in the future months this won't take so long. But before we get into how I set up my yearly tracker and also my January spreads, I wanted to kind of put this in here just for fun, and I am going to be using the stickers that I got from Shein when I did my my Kindle, and I'm going to decorate the front of my journal. So let's do that first before we get into the spreads. I have been waiting for this moment, so I honestly can't wait to do so. So I have these two, which are bookish stickers, and then I have this one, which is Christian / godly stickers. So we're gonna look through all of them and kind of see what we have going on here. Okay, so these are all the stickers that I'm working with here. I'm gonna just keep it to this many. Hopefully everything will fit. Let's see here. Maybe not this one, but I am going to stick all of these on and then we'll come back. Okay, so for now, this is all I got. I'm gonna add more stickers to the front of the book, which you guys will see next month, but for now, I'm gonna leave it here because the backs of the stickers are just so hard to take off, and I just don't feel like doing that right now, so I might do that as I watch like anime tonight or something, but for now, this is about all I have. So my first sticker is just a bandage with that says books on it, and then we have this one which says touch her and die vibes, and then this one says hot girls read books. This one says just a girl who loves books, and then we have a stack of books here, and I'll zoom in there so you guys can see it, and then we have the sticker that says read more books. So that's kind of what it looks like. And we're gonna add more stickers later, so this is not the final result just yet, but I kind of just want to get into what's actually in the journal. So let's start out with opening the cover. So when we open the cover to my journal here, we have the front page, and I did put a sticker here that just says she has found a way to live 1,000 lives. And I just like that sticker a lot because I just think that is just a really, really good quote. So the next page is my 2025 title page, and I went with strawberry themes for my yearly spreads. So you're gonna see a lot of strawberries for this. I really don't like the cover page too much. I wish I would have colored in the strawberries with marker instead of pencil, but that is 110% okay. I'll zoom in a little bit as well here so you guys can see it better. So that's what the front of the page looks like. Not my best page, but it'll do for now. And then we go to the next 2 pages, and here is my reading goals. And these are just all the reading goals that I mentioned in my last video, which was my 2024 reading stats and 2025 reading goals. If you guys want to go watch that video, I will leave it in the cards up above here. But these are my reading goals. I have 10 of them, so I'll just go over them really quick. So my first reading goal was read 25 books. Second one was read more audiobooks, utilize the library more, DNF books that I don't enjoy, trade screen time for reading, utilize Kindle Unlimited more, read new books, start a reading journal, consistency on BookTube, and genre diversity. So that's kind of what I want to do in the new year. I don't like how this came out either, just because it's a completely different color, pink, than I used throughout the rest of the book, but that'll be okay for now. And this is where I started to figure out I really didn't like this this pencil themed, so I kind of just started going over everything in marker. But the one thing about this journal that I don't like is there's a lot of bleed through. As you guys know, I got this journal from Shein. I will leave the link down below, but as you guys can see, there is bleed through. You guys can see the bleed through really bad. So next year I will be picking a Leuchtturm, I think that's how you pronounce it, journal, but for this year we're gonna just stick with it because I already did my spreads. So in this spread here, this is our 25 books in 2025 spread. So I just have 25 blocks, and every time I read a book I'm going to just shade in one of the blocks until I have reached my 25 books in 2025 goal, which I'm pretty sure I'll be able to finish that pretty quickly this year. But that's kind of what that looks like. I think this page came out really pretty. I like it a lot. The next page is my books read page, and this one is probably one of my favorite pages thus far for my yearly spreads. And these are just bookshelves. I'm pretty sure you guys have seen this before, but as I finish a book, I'm going to color in the book spine and then write down what book I read. And there is more than 25 books on this page, which is completely fine because I know I'm going to read more books than 25 books this year. But I just wanted to kind of do the spread. I think it's a fun spread to do. So that's kind of what that looks like. And as you can see, it kind of looks like the strawberries are going from one page to another, which I think is super cute. And then here is my reading tracker. So every day that I read a page, 2 pages, however many pages I read, I'm going to log it in here. So as long as I read 1 page or more, then that means I can go ahead and color in one of the boxes for the month. So I want to see how many days I read versus how many days I don't read. So this is going to be really helpful to determine which months am I reading more in, which months am I not reading at all in. Hopefully I will be reading every single day, but of course that is unrealistic to believe sometimes. So I want to track how much I read in a year. So this is what that looks like. My next page is my series tracker, and I am just going to be tracking all my series in here. So all the series that I start will be marked off in here when I am done. So I have 5 series up here so far. So I have the Ravenwood Saga, which is a Christian fantasy novel. I did read the first one, but I have not colored that one in because I do want to reread that novel in 2025 so I can then read the other 2 books. The next one on my list is the Darkest Mind series, which we have 3 books in the series, which is The Darkest Mind, Never Fade, and In the Afterlight. I have read the first book, but we will be rereading that book in 2025 so we can read the second 2 books. And then the next one we have is Shatter Me. I did read the first book multiple times, but I did read it again in 2024. So I want to read Unravel Me, Ignite Me, Restore Me, Defy Me, and Imagine Me in 2025, hopefully. And then the next series I have here is the Pelican Harbor series by Colleen Coble. And I have read the first 2 books in the series. I literally have been finishing them up as the year is ending. So I did finish the first 2 books. I was very surprised that I even finished the first 2 books because I really wanted this to be a 2025 read, but that's completely okay. I have one more book, which is 3 Missing Days, which I'm actually reading right now. So this will be marked off very, very soon. The next series I have is the If I Run series by Terry Blackstock, and I have read the first book in 2024, which is If I Run. So I do have to finish If I'm Found and If I Live in 2025. So this is not a bookish spread. This is kind of just a for me spread, and this is my subscriber count in 2025. I just want to see if I can reach 2,500 subscribers in 2025. So if you guys are new to my channel and if you want to help me reach this goal in 2025, that would be amazing. But yeah, the next pages, my next 2 pages is my 5-star reads. So what I am planning to do here is I really want to kind of just print out each book cover, and I'm gonna put it here when I have gotten a 5-star read, which I don't know, I feel good about 2025. I think we're gonna have a lot of good reads, but hopefully I will be able to fit all of the books on 2 pages. I started thinking about it, and just going off of how many books I gave 5 stars last year, which was only 6 books, I believe. I don't know if we're gonna be able to fill up all 2 pages, but I'm hoping that we will. So I'm kind of very stingy with my 5-star reads, but I think this year I just kind of want to rate my reads by enjoyment, not so much as critically as I usually do. So that's what that looks like. And then my last spread for 2025 is my book stats spread. This one is kind of one of my favorite spreads because it looks so pretty. But this is kind of where everything is going to go for the year. So what I am tracking every month is going to be the number of books I read, the pages I read in that month, all of the pages I read that month, the chapters. I really don't know if I'm going to stick to this chapter part, but we might. And then how many books were ebooks, how many books were physical books, how many books were audiobooks, how many books were from the library, what books did I DNF. I put ARCs here. I have never received an ARC before, but I do want to try NetGalley this year. So I don't know. Maybe we will try NetGalley. I don't know how that works, but I really want to try that out if I can. So we're going to try NetGalley. So I put ARCs just in case. And then I put my 5-star rating. So how many books did I give 5 stars? And then I do have a blank page here. And I don't know what I'm going to do with this page yet. I'm really thinking about making this a manga page because I have gotten into manga in the last couple of weeks. I've read 2 mangas at the end of 2024, and I have, I think, about 22 more mangas in the series that I'm reading that I really want to finish. So I don't know, I might make this a manga spread and see how many mangas I can get through, because there's a couple of manga series that I really want to read. Right now I am reading through Jujutsu Kaisen. I finished the first 2 mangas, but I do want to read the prequel manga, and then I want to read the One Piece mangas, as many as I possibly can, and then maybe even the Dan mangas, so I think that would be really, really cool. But that's kind of what that looks like. So it's just blank right now, but I do want to fill this page with something. I just don't know what yet, so that's kind of blank. But here we go. So we are going from the stats page and we are going to my January spreads now. So here we are. So let's flip the page. So this is my January spread. It's not that pretty, but I love this page. This page was kind of something I did on the whim last night, and I love it. I actually love it. So I went with like a snowy theme for January, and I decided to do this kind of like collage looking thing, and I used these, which I have gotten off of Shein. It's like 12 different booklets of washi tape stickers, and this is kind of what it looks like. They are see-through, and I just think they're so cute, so that came out really nice. And this is my title page. It just says January, and then it has snowflakes. And then here is my first spread of 2025, and this is the calendar that I have, and I'm trying to get into like scrapbooking, so this is kind of like my first spread for like scrapbooking, and this is where I'm going to track the books that I read. So when I read a book, I'm going to put how many days it took me to read it and kind of just track it like that, and then put the color of the book down here and have like a key right here. And then I also have my to be read on this side, so I'm going to figure out some books I want to read and see if I can get through them. The next page, this is my books read pages. So here I'm going to print out each book cover, and I'm going to put it here. I think it's going to look really, really cute at the end of the month. And I have ordered a HP sprocket so I can like print out all the book covers, so I'm going to enjoy that a lot. But I just did some more like cutesy designs, and again, this stuff down here that I did is literally from the same thing. I just cut up the squares and then kind of put them down here for a little bit of scrapbooky elements. And then here is my next page, my last page actually, which is my page tracker, and here I'm going to track how many pages I read a day. So this goes up to 70 pages, but I don't know, I think I kind of lowballed myself, but maybe not, because when it comes to like regular novels, I don't read that many pages a day, but for mangas I can read a whole manga within a day, which is over like 100 pages sometimes. So I don't know, maybe that will, I don't know, maybe I think I'll just color it in and then kind of write out how many pages I wrote or how many pages I read. So that is it. That is all the pages. So from here I will start writing down my book reviews and kind of having, I'm thinking about having like one page per book review and kind of seeing how that goes. I really have never, I've written book reviews before, but I haven't really stuck to that. So I really want to try to stick to writing book reviews, because, you know, if I look back on a book, I don't know why I gave it a 5-star rating or a 4-star rating. So if I have this kind of system, I'm hoping that it will help me kind of figure out why I gave something 4 stars or 5 stars and things like that, especially since I am planning on reading a lot of books this year. So this is where my my book reviews are gonna go, and then we will go from there. So I can't wait to start updating this on a weekly basis and things like that. When you guys are seeing this, I believe will be about 2 to 3 days into New Year's. So I want to say Happy New Year's, everyone. I hope you guys have had a beautiful New Year's, and I pray that you have started reading some really good books. I should have a reading vlog as well coming out very soon for my New Year's as well. But for now, I'm going to leave you guys here. I love you guys so much. I'm going to do a final flip through with no commentary, and then I will be gone. So I love you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.
All these trials and tribulations got me tired.